Okay, so first of all, distribution versus accumulation, or the first one is distribution versus reaccumulation. All right, so let's write down some points. Okay, this one is distribution, this one is reaccumulation. Okay, the first point is distribution occurs. Okay, it occurs after an extended uptrend. Okay, first point. Second point, occurs only after SOT, major SOT, or overbought. Okay. Number three, has WRB wide range bar. We call it as WRB with climatic volume. Okay. Number four, sudden acceleration to the upside is achieved. Okay, we call this as action. Okay, as you got it. These 4 points are for the distribution. Now for the redistribution, it occurs within the uptrend, confined within trend channel. Okay. Number two, it occurs after the price is breaking through previous accumulation area or previous reaccumulation area. Okay. Often marked by JAC, jump across the creek. Got it? The third one has average range bars with increasing volume to the upside. 4 does not have sudden acceleration to the upside. Got it. These are the 4 different situations. Okay, so let me explain you. It occurs. What does it mean by extended uptrend? Example, we have an uptrend here. Okay, so I'm covering this point, the first one. Okay, for example, we have an uptrend here, extended uptrend. Okay. Now, if you compare this move here, this move to this move, this one is sudden acceleration. Do you agree? As compared to
Yeah.
previous up move, this is sudden acceleration. Okay, so this is first point of distribution. Okay, the first area occurs after major SOT. So either you will see a major SOT, the shortening of thrust, or you will see overbought. Overbought. So this is overbought. Got it?
Yep.
Overbought. Okay. And if we have to, this is sudden acceleration. We also call it as climatic move. Okay. So the third one is SOT, right? Okay. Now SOT would be observed in this situation. For example, we have this one here. Sorry. So this is, let's suppose we have a trend channel. Okay. All right. Now this one is SOT. If you just compare here, this one is actually SOT, right? Got it? Shortening of the thrust. Wait, hold on. I made it a little bit wrong. Shortening of the thrust would be, for example, this one. So this one is shortening of the thrust, right? If you compare this move to the upside and this one, we have a less and less progress. Got it?
Yep.
SOT. All right. So these 2 points are covered. Has a wide range bar with climatic volume. It means during this overbought and shortening of the thrust process, you will see a wide range bar, a very huge. So either, so where does it close? The wide range bar should close off the lows. Okay. The wide range bar should close, either the wide range bar will close like this. Okay. Or it will close like this. Okay. All right, this is wide range bar. So you see where it's closing. So this one is a wide range bar, wide range bar. Got it? Closing on of the lows, right? Oh, sorry, a closing of the highs. It's not closing exactly on the high, but it's closing a little bit below the high or in the mid of the high. Got it?
Okay.
If it closes like this one, this is not a wide range bar closing on the highs. Closing of the highs. Got it? Not this situation. Got it?
Okay.
And obviously, the volume in all these bars would dramatically increase. Okay, the volume will dramatically increase. Huge volume. Okay, sudden acceleration to the upside is achieved. As I told you, this is sudden acceleration. Sudden acceleration, you can see. Okay. All right. So let me
Yep.
let me show you on the charts here. I will clear all the points step by step. Okay, now let's go for this one, GU. Okay, here. Now if you see here, they are consistent bars right over here. All right. You see how the bars is moving, right? With a steady pace. What it there is not, this is known as consistent upward move, right? You see the bars are increasing in average, right? So, but here, if you see this portion here, first off, it is what happens in the starting, right over here at this move. What do we see? We see small moves, then average, followed by sudden acceleration, right?
Yeah.
You can see this characteristics very easily on this chart here. See here, this one as well. You see small move, average move, and then sudden acceleration. Here as well, small move, and then average move, and then sudden acceleration to the upside. And you can see the volume. Now this one here, you see this one here, you see huge volume. This one is actually, we are breaking the last high. Where is the last high? Can you tell me that this is a downtrend, right? This is downtrend. Where is the last high? Can we say that the last high in this downtrend was this one?
Yeah.
Right? And this sudden volume, increase in volume occurs after this breaking of last high. So it means this is what? This is JAC, jump across the creek. Got it?
Yep.
Yeah, good. So this is sudden acceleration. Now, if you draw the process here, for example, if I go to the 3-minute chart, do you like, do you have any problem so far in getting the point?
No.
No. Okay. Now
Yeah.
this is the last high. Now, if I go to the 3-minute chart, 3-minute time frame, now we're examining this part. Now, this is what, this is a distribution process. Okay, this is a little accumulation process. This is the last high. And you can see that this sudden acceleration, this move, this increase in volume, increase in spread is occurring where? After breaking the last high, right? So this must be JAC. Right?
Yeah.
So if this is JAC, then this process is what? This is what?
Reaccumulation.
Redistribution. Sorry, reaccumulation. Got it? And this is shortening of the thrust observed here. Right? This is redistribution process. And this last high, if this is JAC, this is redistribution. Then from the last high, this if this is JAC, this would be LPS, right? This whole process should be LPS, this here, right?
Yes.
And if you place a trade here, you can see you can place a trade here. Okay, got it? But if you compare this part now, this is the first range here, this one higher high, and we observe that this is a shortening of the thrust here, and the price breaks through it. Okay, and now if we draw this one and this one here from here, now what do you see here? Do you see sudden acceleration here? You see there's a very average and then sudden acceleration to the upside, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? And you can see the volumes. The volume, the bars have same spread. They have same spread. You can see this bar have same spread, same range bars, almost same range, all 3 bars. But see the volume, what's happening? So what's occurring in these all move? Effort versus no result. So either you will see effort versus no result move or a very, very wide move like this. Like this like a huge bar like this. Or you will see a consistent bars with a very high volume. Effort versus no result. Got it? So
Okay.
this tells you about what? Now we have seen that we have observed what? We have observed overbought, right? We have effort versus result action over this bars. This is overbought and this is what? Buying climax. So it qualifies like this qualifies everything as this one. So this must be AR, right? AR. Now, if you compare the whole move here to the downside, this is AR. Okay. And this one is what?
ST.
Secondary test. Okay. If this is secondary test and this secondary test has what? A characteristics of lower high, right? And then we can draw a small bar here. This is what? Upthrust, right? And then after this upthrust action completion, we went down. Any problem?
No.
Okay. Now the problem is here we can draw the channel, right? But here we cannot draw the channel. Can we draw the channel over here? No, we don't have any swing lows. Right? It's a straight up move, right? And you can see that this is occurring after accumulation process. The prior downtrend and then it breaks in, and it's breaking on the high. Got it? Now let's go to the other example. Here you can see the price is going up and up, right? Several times you can see. Now this is what the price went down and the price is breaking through it. This one was the last high. Can we say like that? This is the last high before this down move, right? So the price is breaking through this last high, right? So this is what? Reaccumulation or distribution?
Reaccumulation.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't join these two parts here. Okay, this is, sorry. Okay, so this is, it's not possible to draw any kind of channel here, but here we see that the price just have a shortening of the thrust to the downside. Okay, this is a sudden move to the downside, shortening of the thrust, and the price rise again, right? And it breaks through the last high. So this is also jump across the creek. This is also jump across the creek. You see high volume, high spread bar, high volume, jump across the creek. So this is reaccumulation process. Okay, here again. Now, if you draw the channel from here to here, now the first high was measured from here. Okay, if you draw the channel, if you try to draw the channel from here to here. Okay. Do we see any shortening of the thrust here? If we just join these two bars here, we have first touch. We have second touch, but we don't have the third touch. So the shortening of thrust has not been achieved. Agree?
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, okay. And then the price just before that, the price went into. So we have a move within the trend. Am I right? Uptrend. So this move will be what? Reaccumulation. Got it? Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. And before this one, okay, this is a re-accumulation process. Okay, now here again, now let's start with here, this part, this one and this one. Now you would say, oh, that's a overbought. This is not overbought. Why this is not overbought? Because the price did not breach below this trading range. Am I right?
Yeah, correct.
So no overbought has been achieved. Instead, what happens? The price drift up, rejects this area, and then went up and breaks the last high again. So this is again a reaccumulation process. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And now here, now here what happens? The whole entire situation changes. What happens? The price becomes oversold, overbought, and then the price breaks through. Right? It comes down. Right? So this is buying climax plus what to say? Buying climax plus oversold, overbought, OB. Okay. And now this is a secondary test. The first test here, this is obviously after this one, it would be AR. If this is AR, this would be secondary test. Okay. This one would be what? Again.
Yes.
So this one would be UT.
UT.
Okay. And this one would be
UTAD.
UTAD. Okay. Got it. And we went down. You see, we went down. Now you can see the moves are very, very small because the timing, the US market is closed here. That's why you will see, but it still went down. This was a major distribution, right? Do you understand the difference?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Now here, if I compare this one here and this one here, okay, this one is a major downtrend, a sudden acceleration to the downside. Can you see? The price is just moving down and then there is a sudden acceleration to the downside. Right, so this is what? And if you draw the channel from here to here, you will recognize that this is an overbought. The price went down and then it comes back to the trading range, right? Right? So this is selling climax plus oversold, automatic reaction, secondary test, first secondary test, okay? And then after, and this is lower high, and this is second one. You can see effort versus no result, and the price moved up. And now, the last high after breaking this one was this one, right? This is the last high, am I right? Last high, and the price is breaking from the last high. So this is what? This is JAC, jump across the creek. This is jump across the creek of this last high and also this channel. Am I right? This trading channel. Right or wrong?
Yeah, right.
So this is what? This cannot be a distribution. Okay, because this is a jump across the creek is achieved after what? After this, you can see if you notice this bar, if you take this bar, okay, the price is breaking through this trend channel. If I hide this, let's suppose I hide this now. Okay, hold on. If I just take this out, now this is jump across the creek, am I right? This move of this bar, right or wrong? Hello, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying that that this move is jump across the creek of this channel, this trading channel, right or wrong? Correct? Okay, this is also a jump across the creek of this. If I mark the last high in this downtrend, the last high was this one. And this is also a jump across the creek of this downtrend or of this last high as well. This is last high. So this is jump. So this cannot be, this cannot be distribution. It should be reaccumulation. Got it? So we draw this one. Okay. So we call it as, now you were asking me about failed by buying climax and this one.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Okay. Now we say that this is a buying climax. Let's suppose we say it as a buying climax. First of all, it's not a buying climax, but if you call it as a buying climax here. Okay. Now you may say, okay, if I draw the channel from here to here, okay, then if I draw a channel from here to here, this is actually oversold. This is not, you have to see the context where if the price is breaking from the distribution structure, you cannot call it as a distribution. It should always be, if so, we only determine whether it is reaccumulation or distribution by this move JAC and overbought. And what is this in the background? Oversold plus selling climax, right? This one is secondary test. This one is secondary test. Got it? This is AR at the last high. Okay, this is jump across the creek. So this and this one is what? This whole process is what? This whole process, if I just move to the 5-minute chart, okay, 5-minute chart, you can see this process. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, the first mistake people do, never draw structure on 3-minute chart. Okay. Structure should be drawn on a 15-minute chart and 5-minute chart. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay, you got it. Now this is oversold. Now you see how things are very clear. This is jump across the creek. You can see this is easily, this is jump across the creek. So this should be redistribution process. Sorry, reaccumulation process. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
And now, again, what do we see here? The price breaks above. Now, how about this process here?
Overbought.
Okay, a slight overbought. But do we see any kind of sudden increase in volume? You see this, compare this move, it's roughly same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and once you see this, okay, and if I go to the 3-minute time frame, do you see any kind of sudden increase in volume? The same process here. You compare this move and compare this move, it's almost same. But compare this move, this is sudden acceleration, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. So if you draw this part, okay, let's suppose if I draw this part as a buying climax, which many people will do, okay, this is coming out of a distribution, okay. Let's go back to 5-minute chart. Okay, if I draw here, this part here, okay, now the price breaks through it, okay. The new high, the last high was this one, you mark it after distribution. Okay, you mark it, and what happens? A JAC of this bar, right? And then the price breaks down, and then the price rejects this area. See here? Did you see?
Don't really understand.
Okay, I show you. Okay, now this is AR. Okay, this is last high. Can you see last high like this one? LH, we call it as LH, last high.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
last high. This is last high. Okay, this is what we call it as. Let's suppose OB plus BS, OB plus BC, buying climax, right? And then
Yes.
this is AR. Now see the AR. What happens to the AR? AR is doing what at this line, this reference line? AR is rejecting this move, right? You can see the price comes down, makes a spring. You form a spring on the AR, right?
Yeah.
If this was a genuine, was a genuine down move, then there should be no spring, right? There is no sudden acceleration. You have to ask yourself, is there any sudden acceleration during the overbought process? Okay, so just answer this. Can you tell me? Yes or no? Very consistent move, no sudden acceleration, right?
Yeah.
Second question you need to ask. What happens during AR? What happens during AR? The AR forms a spring, increased volume, right? And third question. What is spread and volume of buying climax? What is the spread? What is there any sudden acceleration during OB and BC? The answer is no. What happens during AR? Forms a spring. So wrong, both wrong. What is spread and volume? The spread is increasing, but how about the volume? Volume is also increasing. But is there any sudden volume? Is there any climatic volume? Can you tell me? Climatic volume?
No.
No. So this cannot be reaccumulation. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Here as well. Did you see any kind of climatic volume? Like this one. This is the climatic volume. But this cannot be buying climax. Why? Because it is at the start of an uptrend. It should be after an extended uptrend. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. But how about this one? This one. Did you see any climatic volume? Yes, we saw it on the top. On the top. Yes, we saw it. We saw it. Did you see climatic volume? How about this one? No climatic volume. No climatic volume. No climatic volume. Right?
Yep.
Now you would say, okay, this is a climatic volume. Yes, this is a climatic volume, but where does it occur on the high? No, this is the high. This is not the high, right? This is the high. How about this one? This is the highest high. Okay, it should occur. The climatic volume should occur on the highest high of the up move. Do you understand? What is the highest high of this up move? The highest high is this one, right? How about the volume? The volume is not climatic. The highest high is this one. How about the volume? This is a climatic volume. Got it? The highest high is this one, climatic volume. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So this fail. So you have to observe all these three characteristics. Okay. Got it? So
Yep.
how about this one as we go more up, further up? This is buying climax, oversold. Okay. Oversold plus buying climax, right? Sorry, overbought. Okay, overbought plus buying climax. This one is AR. Now try to compare all these points. What happens at AR? What happens during AR? Can you see a down move? Nothing happens. Do you see any kind of spring like this in the AR?
No.
No. So AR is fine. Okay. Spring on this area, on the last high. This is the last high. Is there any spring on the last high? Which tells us that the AR will fail? No, there is no spring. So it means there is nothing wrong with it. Now, is there any sudden acceleration during OB and BC? Yes, this is sudden acceleration. You see, very small range bar and then sudden acceleration. Can you see?
Yeah.
What is the spread and volume of buying climax? You can see the volume. The buying climax. Okay. What is spread and volume of? Okay. Is it the climatic volume? Okay. Remember that a climatic volume should occur on the peak point. This is the peak point of the up move. Am I right? After that, there was a down move. This is a peak point. So yes, all three answers are yes. So this is actually overbought and buying climax. Got it? And this is secondary test. You can see. Okay. And after the secondary test, what do we see here? Upthrust. Am I right? UT
Yeah.
upthrust. And what happens after upthrust? The price falls down. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you see here, this one here. You can say, oh, this must be because there's a very high volume. But you have to compare all these 3 points. Okay, what happens at AR? This is the last AR. The last high. What happens at the AR? Got spring. Am I right? So this must fail. Okay. Sudden. Is there any sudden acceleration during OB and BC? No. No sudden acceleration. High volume. Yes, there is a high volume. Okay. So I have to restart this again because the time is less. So I will call you again.